Hey guys, it's Tartan coming at you with another game of Total Warhammer 3. We're here in our Drycha campaign again. We're at war with so many people, that's not ideal. But, you know, what is ideal is that the Oak of Ages is back within our very careful clutches. Drycha's over here on this side, we're chasing down this fellow. And then Durthu is about to catch up with the rest of our armies too. Of course, we just confederated Durthu, so we have a bunch of, like, normal wood elf, like, dryads rather than elite malevolent dryads that have frenzies. So a lot of these armies, like all of the wood spirits that we get here, these are worse than the ones that we recruit. However, they will serve to defend against the rats. And then in the long run, you know, when we replace them, that'll be fine. We're going to take Drycha's special ability because eventually I'll have those spirits in my army at some point, and then it'll sting to not have them. We probably should take all of these too. No, maybe she just won't use them, because we want to get up to Pit of Shades, I think. Smoke and Mirror is just, like, not really that good, but, you know, you get it anyway. Because if you're me, you're never going to use those other spells. And our Glade Captain is so strong now. She's like one of the most important units in the army, which is pretty funny because I would not have anticipated that. But Thilvocalis, can he deep roots over yet? Yeah, okay, so he can come over as well. But I don't know. Maybe we should leave him over there. Because he's sort of anchoring this forest, which, like, Gelt is actually, like, kind of over our war with him in the past, so maybe he won't try to start any nonsense. But, you know, Cathay likes us a little bit, and Gelt is going to get over it probably, and yeah. So all we're going to do is end the turn and see what happens. It was a long prelude to doing nothing. So we just lost our home tree at Griffin Wood last session. But hopefully here we'll get like, maybe we'll get like an underway interception. Whatever, but... Alright, so they think they're going to win this. Maybe we can... Yeah, maybe we can pull this through. They've only got 2 Menace belows. Alright, so we've got artillery. Lots of it. Secondary army. Not so good. The warp fire throwers will be like a worry. We don't have our huge ammo thing. Our wall isn't built yet. This is... Hopefully we won't run out. Our leader will have a couple big spells to use. She's on horseback, I think. Yeah, so we'll just have to be careful to not poke around anywhere that's dumb. Let's see how it goes. They likely don't have any more armies up here to be doing this with. And anyway, if you're able to get your damage in a time like this, you gotta take it. Alright, so basically... how we defend as Wood Elves is badly. Haha. No, we're gonna... No, we need... Like, I bet we could actually just, like, double up here. And then same thing here. You have these guys as they try to go through the woods there. You have... that group, and then now we'll have Deepwood Scouts over here. You know, we've only got a couple of them. Because you can't try to defend these areas. The line of sight is too advantageous for the Skaven. But if you have up here, this tower is controlled by that one. But you have two towers here and here. And then the barricades, which they'll knock down quickly enough. So this barricade doesn't work at all. Anyway, we'll work on it. And yeah, we'll have like Glade Guard in the trees. That's really just for spotting purposes. And then, alright, so here's the last block of archers. And we'll drop them over here as well. No, we'll have them right here. And really, we just need to induce enough of the foe to make bad choices that we can, you know, get away with it. Back in the trees here, and then we'll have that group of guys. Let's keep them back here. Because really, like, the Skaven, they're not going to be able to advance super well, but I don't have any big force multipliers besides the fact that I've got bows. Just bows all over. But we're going to try to keep our only good fighting units, you know, in the back where they won't get shot up, hopefully. Alright, no time. But now. Alright, as soon as we get to 1400, we want to build a cannon tower. Probably on this side, because it's got a more open route to shoot down. Alright. Alright, these guys can be seen there. That's pretty bad. Yeah, like, I guess we're not hidden in these trees at all. But if we just, like, if we have them to where they're trying to, you know, shoot their artillery through all these trees. Yeah, this is perfect. Now we've got, like, 8 trees to defend us. We're going to charge in here at this Menace below and hopefully not get too many of them on our guys. Rear charge breaks them. Alright, and then we only have a couple more of those to have to worry about. We're going to send... Alright, so enemy reinforcements approaching. The Glade Guard getting shot up a little bit, but... I don't actually know how not to get shot up a little bit with these people, so maybe we'll just back up even more. Send them here. Since they're the ones that are already shot up, we don't want them to be losing models, which we're doing now. Alright, so Rat Ogre's coming in through the woods. Doomflayer's coming in as well. Alright, this side is the one that the reinforcements are coming down, though, all that army. So we're going to build that. That'll remove stock. Here. Yeah, they're in those trees, but our archers, you know, like, we're shooting into trees. Wood Elves are slightly better at it than others sometimes, but it's still not, like, perfectly ideal. course, they don't know we have all of our reinforcement blocks around there. This clan rat has shattered. And they're going to be trying to walk through here safely, but all we've got to do is hopefully get some shots on their big force multipliers before. Alright, and actually it looks like we're just going to lose to the catapults. I have no way of dealing with them, no way at all. We just have to hope to get positioned such that they waste some ammo on the trees. Anyway. Oh my goodness, that's a lot of damage. Oh god, that's so bad. But on the upside, these Rattling guns are getting shot. And now our Glade Guard just getting totally melted. Oh, it's so bad, that's so rough. But now we can't move them. We have to be able to hold these fools in place. I'm worried about this Packmaster getting in the lines, but okay, here we go. He's going to charge the Dryads. He got caught up on the trees a little bit. That actually stops his advance pretty considerably. This is going to be good. We're going to be able to shoot in at him. That'll help. Oh my goodness, that's so much damage. Alright, Plague Monks are right here on our guys. We need to get all of these archers shooting at them accordingly. Dryads against the Storm Vermin with halberds. Alright, we're gonna be melting these guys down pretty good. Alright, they got in on these scouts, which is not ideal, but these wolf rats are broken now, and it's gonna take the rest of them much longer to get away. Alright, so what we want to do now is just open up everybody at the Lord. No, I think actually we are gonna... Yeah, I don't even know who they're targeting with that. We're not gonna be able to stop them from getting away with it. Doomflayers get broken. This Lord is gonna be in amongst spears, taking cannon fire and the like, so that'll be good. These Storm Vermin, we don't want to let them just be beating on this barricade, because we kind of want it alive. Once they break, of course, they don't come back. We've got a couple bound dwellers below. We want to save them for like a very opportune moment, of course. Alright, so these archers got entirely shot up basically for free. But can we... Yeah, we just need to get everybody to shoot this Lord here. We've been letting them get away with way too much. Alright, our entire force on that side is broken. We're about to lose this game if we don't pop this Gracier somehow. But man, he's got big resist. He's got 50 missile resist and 23 ward save. Oh man, nothing. We're gonna lose. Yeah, we don't have any way to deal with him. That is so rough. Here I was thinking we were going to be able to defend Athaloran. Maybe if we'd had the walls and more units, but I don't know. I just don't know. This, the Skaven artillery is way too good. I don't know. Yeah, I can't even imagine winning this, which means, I guess... I mean, the campaign's not over, but we're never gonna win it. Because if only my Drycha army can beat a Skaven army, there's going to be about 40 of them. Oh well. Can't trust elves. Yeah, I don't know what to do there. Because if you move forward, then you just get shot up. And if you hang back, you get killed by the artillery, which you don't have any answers to. Like, it's not... We're not going to lose, because I don't think any army in this game can be Drycha. But, I mean, I'm putting it too strongly. There's definitely armies out there that can. Just like, I don't know if the AI has any. But we lose the Waterfall Palace. Shameful. Yeah, we're just going to charge on down. We're taking the end camp for that. We'll hit Merigliano, and then we'll bounce over to Skaven Blight. About had it with these chumps. Yeah, I mean, I guess the wild spirits, but I mean, I didn't have any in the army. I should have done. I should have got some hawks and bats to harass the artillery, maybe. But I don't think it's gonna matter. Look, it was a great campaign while it lasted. Because the thing is we're not just fighting Skyre. If we were, then it'd be whatever. But we're also against Clan Angrand and Elspeth, and probably the Empire, and they've all fallen. But then there's Clan Mulder in the north, and they're Ascendant, and then Arbal the Undefeated is coming at us there, and then there's Chaos Dwarves coming soon. Like, you know, there's nothing we can do to win, but that doesn't mean that we can't keep playing. We raise it, like, taking it for the replenishment might have been, like, okay, but really, we just, like, look, we need the money. And now Durthu's at home. Of course, we're gonna have some problems up here, but yeah, because we didn't do, like, we didn't get any work done in that battle either. We just, like, yeah. Of course, when Durthu's there, we will have a guy who can beat a Gracier on a chariot, but in that army, we just didn't have anything. Which is my fault. It's like, you know, that's a good example of me being terrible. But, yeah, you know, it's not good to lose parts of Athaloran. It's not good at all. It's bad, and I should feel bad. Durthu, we got Flock. We need to get... his Treekin stuff. Because, yeah, we need to... yeah, I guess that one Tree Singer would have died in that fight, too, so now we won't even be able to get that one ever again, which, you know, sure. I think like a life caster, one of these. Because you life caster on your lord, and then your wizard can be, what, shadow? I mean, it's all the same, I guess. But if life caster is the lord, then you know you don't have to worry. No, we want the... It's more important to have the good abilities on these guys. Yeah, we'll just take Snipe Lord or... No. Poison, Weapon, Strength, and Murderous Spites has got to be best. Thilvacus? Oh, he's just also named Thilvacus. I'm like, I know a Thilvacus. He's called Thilvacus the Wild. Because while we could move Thilvacus over here to help, what'll actually happen is that we'll probably get attacked by Gelt as soon as we do it. It's what I would do. Alright, we're gonna hope to get like an underway interception here. And that'll let us get like a... Oh, never mind. We don't want that underway interception. Here we go, this one's good. Actually play a real Wood Elf game? Yeah, why not? Alright, so we're here against like a Skaven half stack with a ton of Menace charges. And theoretically, we have tools to deal with it, but like, I imagine we're just going to get murdered by the artillery because I'm very, very bad at this game. And if the opponent has like artillery or ranged units and I ever have to like get hit by them, I just usually lose a shocking amount of stuff. Cause like here, what do? We have all these guys hiding back here and getting menaced below all game. Because we don't have a way to make them go forward, right? Yeah, she didn't even have an eagle. Pathetic. Man, why did I take this fight? I hate fighting Skaven. Alright. I guess I'll just lose a ton of stuff. Fine. And she has no front line at all. Whoops. Oh, flying has to run. They don't have the walk speed. So yeah, I just have to charge across the field and artillery, which feels so annoying. This is why I play artillery factions. Even when I play Warriors of Chaos, I use Doom Doom cannons so that I don't have to worry about, you know, learning to play. I guess we do have arrows of Kurnus, and we can force him forward with that, maybe. Because it's just the one piece. One piece. And arrows has like 600 range, so unless it's like incredibly juiced up ridiculousness, you're gonna be able to pop one. But yeah, it barely does anything, you know, it just does 1,000 damage. So really, you know, we would have to do this all fight, all game long. We needed more forest spirits in these armies. Look, these Skaven have basically positive leadership. Yeah, we're just charging right up the middle because I noticed all the spears were over there. So I was like, you know what? Why don't we just dive? Of course, we're about to get warp lightning on our blob there. Our flyers are locked in place. That's right. I was like, that's why you don't dive with flyers. Okay, we're losing everything. I'm so bad at this game. I mean, I haven't even been playing Wood Elves this whole time, and now this is basically like the first time I've played with archers in my army since Cathay. Oh, wow, just getting absolutely trucked on. What am I doing? What am I doing? She's not a fighter. She's also not really much of a wizard. And then we get nuked again. And the thing about all these elf units is they can fire while moving, so you can like advance forward and they'll choose targets and hit them. The thing about the rest of my units is I'm losing all of them. Like, I know you're not supposed to charge cavalry in. I just can't help it. I can't stand to be shot up by Skaven. It makes me so upset. Look, if I could just take them out of the game, I know I could, but like if I could just, like if they never existed, they're a good faction. They're very cool. But I would personally never have invented them, and I would have a better time. Because they are a faction that forces you to play differently, and I like to play the same. I like to do things how I want to do them and not have to adapt that the enemy is better at them than I am. I like the fantasy of Total War, not the idea that my opponent can be much, much better at it than I am, which is, of course, 1,000,000% what happens here. Anyway, probably did even worse than the auto-resolve would have done. A very poor performance indeed. I mean, they're just elves. I gotta remember these armies aren't even like malevolented up, so if we lose whatever elf units, they're not like that important. And maybe, you know, maybe it's fine. Elspeth wants peace, hooray! As long as she, like, you know, doesn't claim any land in Athel to run. Gods are angry. Get some growth. Yes. Durthu returns to the Oak of Ages in Edri Eternos. And we continue trying to build it up. Here, we've finished the first wall, which is very important. And we're going to get this, so we're going to be able to recruit Treekin, proper malevolent ones here. Alright, what are these going to do? They're going to give her the buff. We'll take... I have Karnus buff on her since she's going to be a defender. In general, Foe Seeker here. Gotta have that Foe Seeker. Alright. Durthu's at home. Which is good, because, you know, he very well may need to defend the Oak of Ages, and he'll be qualified to do so. Does she have regrowth yet? Yeah, she's got regrowth. Dwellers below. She's one level away from an eagle. Be really good to get her immortal, because it's a very good caster indeed. And we're not trying to give up the King's Glade. Trallon's army is better than that other one at dealing with these Skaven blobs, because we'll have the Treemen and Treekin to block in with them. Alright. We probably should just get rid of that Branch Wraith, though. Because the Malevolent one is just better, and, yeah. Here we go. Durthu against a big old blob of guys. So we'll have Durthu and the ability to heal Durthu, and then we'll have a big garrison to shoot them up. Durthu is not like juiced, right? He's just like kind of hardy. This isn't a Durthu campaign. He's just like level 15. So it's not like as crazy as he could be, but he's still just an absolute beater. Alright. Let's get to it. The Defense of the Oak of Ages by Durthu. Of course, every single Wood Elf defense battle is fought on this map. Like, do we rush these with Dryads? Maybe that is what we do this time, right? We get like a 3 Dryad block here. We won't need the rest of them. That's a little excessive. Because we don't have any flyers. No. Yeah, we could have like 3 Dryads right here to push through. Because they just have like this one unit of Skaven supporting there. For what it looks like. Yeah, because their army is split out here, here, and then they'll have reinforcements right here. But this is like... Yeah, maybe a lot of their units are invisible. But I'm thinking... So we can just try to actually defend this side, and then pull back here for when they get there. That'll give us the benefit of, you know, because we can just like, you know, oh, Durthu's got, yeah, okay, so we'll put him right here. We'll have them there, and then we have archers with Vanguard. Do we want to use them for this? I mean, I think so, because we're still going to be able to set up a defense very well over here. We'll be able to smash this and this, and then we'll just retreat up this way into the waiting arms of our defenses. Look at me pretending to play the game right. And that'll let us deal with all of those artillery. Of course, they will have more eventually, but they'll be streaming in, and hopefully we'll be able to deal with them better. I don't think there's an advantage to trying to hold here specifically, but maybe there is. Maybe just, yeah, we could put on skirmish mode and then like have one group of Glade Guard that distracts a little bit there. One spear in front of them. We can't even be hidden in these trees. Very sad. Very spread out firing lines to prevent warp lightning hits. This is like the only AP missile fire that we have, so we want them like back here where they'll definitely be able to shoot somebody. Baldwood Rangers to reserve. We need them to be able to, you know, be alive, to do some good work, and all the other things. All right, so this side, this will be fine here, right? Right. We'll put the scouts right here. With one of them there, and then hopefully we'll just be able to run the Dryads all the way over there, get that done, crack this side as well, and then we don't need like, we'll put like one spear here in case we have to book it. We're not going to expect, alright, so from this angle will be those reinforcements, and then there. We're not going to expect too much of issues from them. I think we can actually... Yeah, because if we have a defense in detail here... Now, we do have Menace below, summons and stuff to worry about, but as long as we just have, like... Yeah, because fighting there is better, because we can wheel around there. Of course, we could fight over this point once they get there. We don't need to be standing on it, I don't think. But really, it's all about getting this one tower up, and then we'll see where we can go from here. We'll have just a little bit there to slow him down. I don't know if that's going to be good or not. We'll have to find out. All right. Time to see if we can make this work. All right, so we start the battle, charge up here. And, oh my goodness, I forgot, that was the more important order. But, oh man, what is here? Oh, Eshin Triads. Oh, that's terrible stuff. Well, you know, we need to get these Deepwood Scouts back immediately or they're going to be slain, and they're more important than this other thing. Yikes, Dryads getting nuked. You know, Warlock Engineers, everybody hates a Warlock Engineer. But importantly, that Dryad sacrifice ended up working just fine. We're gonna just retreat our archers back. This wizard is losing very badly. I guess he's probably a low-level one. He wouldn't be losing if he had him out. Alright, and importantly, our Dryads are able to... Alright, we're going to charge at these Rattling Guns, because otherwise both these units are going to get shot up. It'd be better to send the weaker ones at them. I'm like, no, we might be able to get away. Might we? Might we? We've got the surround on the engineer. He's not going to be able to get away. These Treekin are fighting. Durthu's fighting. What's going on the other side? Are we okay? Oh, man. Getting really beat on by that summon. This Master Assassin is getting shot up. All right, we can't be back here. We need to be back over here. That Master Assassin has to be dealt with by a tree man. There's nothing else on this map that we can deal with it. It'll just chew up everything. But if we move fast, then we won't have to fall to it. All right, so our Dryads over here have fallen. They did their work, right? Ish. This early gambit may really not work at all. But if we hit this Flock of Doom, it'll at least do some damage. Send a message. Get these Dryads up. We got to get Durthu back home. Alright. The archers got out. These Dryads did their work, and it looks like the Plague Call Catapults, after getting knocked off of their stuff, they're now, like... Alright, Durthu's getting shot, though. That is super bad. We do have healing, of course. So maybe if we're... Well, we've got the Treekin here, yeah, to stiffen up the line a little bit. Alright, time for Sword of Daith. Time to Wissen's Wild Form ourselves and drink the potion. Just trying to pull out all the stops. This is what Durthu is about. He says, "Oh, you wanna brawl with me, Durthu, the guy with the sword?" But unfortunately, yeah, this Durthu Gambit, I think we're going to lose because of it. Oh my, look at, oh no! Yeah, so very dumb. Very dumb. I turned what could have been a good long grinding battle, and look at what I've done with it. Why do I always try to act more confident than I should be as a smart person? Okay, and all of our archers aren't over here at all, so they're just none of these guys are getting shot. Cool. And Durthu's getting sacrificed. He's already dead. Let's try this over again. Man, okay, so don't charge your lord into a bunch of Skaven weapons teams. You might be thinking, wouldn't you have already known that? I don't know where they all came from. I didn't think there were that many. Alright, so, in conclusion, we know the 3 Dryad squad over here can push through, and that's the important thing. Everything else can push back some. And Durthu can hang back here. Or even here. Yeah, because there was the, there were some problems to deal with on this side. We just, you know, we couldn't solve them by charging into them like a moron, shockingly. We'll have them in a range where they can actually, you know, get their heals off. Alright, so now... Now we'll try this again. Alright, the Deepwood Scouts I didn't hate. They did good work. Over here. But no, that's right. These guys will overrun us in this direction if we do this, so... We'll put one of these Dryads over there, and they'll run that way. Yeah, we'll just have them in the back, and they'll be able to... Oh, right here's fine. And they'll be able to charge forward and shoot when we move Durthu up in that block. Alright, seems, you know, not good, but fine. We've got our 2 squads of Rock Around and Smash. We've got everybody else, you know, doing whatever it is they're doing. Okay. One more time with feeling. If we blunder the Ancient Treeman Lord again this time, then we'll we'll accept it, you know. Yeah, it's like, okay, they do have the Skaven slave army there, but it's like they can't even really... Oh, and then they get shot, and then it breaks the leadership from their own artillery hitting them. Makes sense. Sacrificial Dryads doing pretty good. Oh, Jezzails do have stock, and that's why I couldn't see them when I was deploying. I'm like, why didn't I even notice them? But that's why. The trees destroying the trebuchets. Oh, it was this army with the rattling guns and stuff. I'm like, I don't even remember them having that many things there on that side. Well, you know, it's almost like they got reinforcements in less than a minute. Well, those Dryads' work is done. That's a couple minutes below summons on us. We've got our back line defending them in just enough time. Alright, and we can build a cannon tower right here. Man, these clan rats really holding on. You know, you're not used to seeing that. And of course, any time that this side of the army is distracted is good, because if we can just pull them all onto one side, that might be bad too. I don't know. What we have done is not lose that much of our army to, you know, to the normal problems yet, so that's good. Skaven, you know, absorbing a little bit of ammo. We don't have the massive ammo yet, of course, which I keep saying. We didn't have time to finish the walls. This Clan Rat Summon gets in on my guys. It looks like they've got some Overwatch fire from behind helping them out, at least. And, of course, nothing like a good Warp Lightning to make you question your choices in life. But it looks like our efforts are working better than we had planned, because they are all over here. Man, they are all over here. But their sails are obstructed. And these Skaven are getting melted. And now, when we move up our... oh, this Master Assassin, he has arrows, so he would actually be happy to shoot here forever. Well, this Warlock Engineer is the target, then. Alright, this is the dude with the 1,000,000 missile resist. We don't need Dryads to be fighting them. Dryads are not good at fighting them. Alright, don't get shot by rattling guns. Operation Stop Getting Shot by Rattling Guns. Oh my goodness, I am the worst. Ward save myself. It's like, because I'm so bad, and Skaven, like, if you just don't notice that you're playing wrong, you'll, like, just lose. And I can't play against a faction like that. I gotta be able to respond. Like, not realizing I'm getting shot by rattling guns by 15 seconds actually is fatal. But if we get around here, we'll be out of the line of sight of them. I don't know if each of these armies have 6 summons or what, but it sure seems like they've had a lot. We're going to get a cannon tower up before too long. Big old flock of doom here. But at least the rattling guns are getting shot now. Oh yeah, they're getting shot very well, in fact. And it looks like they'll be eliminated before too long. But, you know, everybody else is shooting everybody else, too. Hey, we can get a big old Dwellers Below here, huh? Oh, yeah, we can. Probably should have cast it there, but, you know, we didn't. Actually, yeah, there would have been even more to hit there. Oh, man, and then letting them get a double hit with that stupid ability. Oh, man, feels bad. Oh, right, great. We didn't put skirmish mode on the guys, so they're getting shot up here. These rattling guns just getting a trillion value. Alright, and then finally we'll shoot them. Like, if we would just do this, if we would just shoot them. No. Don't go over there. We were on the right track. Alright, Durthu needs to get over here. This is the bigger threat. But is it a bigger threat? Man, oh, this is terrible stuff. So basically... No, we can drop a Dwellers Below on this blob, and then we'll stabilize. Because these Gracious of Ruin, yeah, they can't even be hurt by missile fire, like, at all. They just are impervious to it. I've got to get him. Oh, man. Oh, man. This is so bad. Wait, what? Who's taking it? Are you joking? We pop that to cause damage to ourselves because we need wins right now so that we can go heal this tree man before he dies. Because once he dies, we're not going to be able to do anything about anything. I'm executable? No! Alright, we hit the regrowth, hopefully in time. Their Gracier is just running rampant, all in the middle of my forces. It's incredibly annoying. My archers are useless. My front line is broken. I have lost track of everything. Oh, right, because they're on skirmish mode, so they won't even run away properly anymore. And it's just like, he's so good against me. Like, do they even have Strider? He's just like going through the woods like they're not there. Man alive. Very, very rough stuff. The Spellsinger, oh no, you're joking! she like gets embroiled in extended combat with someone and almost dies. My life caster. And then charges right into the blob to get killed again. You know, it's almost like these elves don't want to live. I don't even know what's going on over here. Oh, there's one chieftain who is routing everyone in my entire army. You know, the Skaven are just a better faction than I am. They're better at playing the game, and they're taller and more handsome. There's just nothing I can do that the Skaven can't do better, I guess is what it comes down to. And now we get our guys shot up because Rattling guns are too good, just way too good. Like, why can't I go... Just go hit him! Just go hit him! I've told Durthu to go hit that guy 18 times. I hate Skaven. I hate him. I should play Skaven so that whenever I fight other rats, at least it's rats that are dying. Man... What an awful battle. I'm a bad player and I should feel bad. It's fine. I mean, I'm not learning anything. You're always like, what have we learned? Nothing. Don't fight Skaven. Just don't. Just go somewhere on the battlefield where they won't be. It doesn't make, you know, I hate them. I hate them so much. Everything they do is better than me. I'm too stupid. They're too smart. Like, just hit the... Like, this game makes me so mad. I know how it works. It's just infuriating, because, like, you say attack something, and then your hero will just ignore them. And just do something else. Like, the only guy I have that can solve this problem is Durthu, and then Durthu's busy not looking at it. And now that he hits him, you know, it only takes 2 seconds, and he could have gotten rid of it. And instead, for a full minute, I don't even notice that he's not doing the thing I told him to do. The only thing that would help. But the Flock of Doom hit's pretty good. We've at least got War Dancers that are online. We should take the melee defense thing, make them even hardier. He's not even on guard mode, and he just, like, stops walking. Oh, because he cast the spell. Oh, and they have, And then I bet he would have followed him. Bet he would have followed him to the ends of the earth once he was doing something I didn't want him to do. We'll put them up there to be targets for these morons. Doomflayers. At least they charge into brace spears in the trees, and we've got a little bit of help here for them. Not a lot bit, but a little bit. We can rear charge our AP fighters at them. It's not going to be good. It will be something. Oh yeah, their artillery is charging down upon us now. Yep, and of course what happens is the Doomflayers are going to get, like, just so many kills. They already have, like, 50 and they just showed up here. Oh, Hell Pit Abomination. Great! Anyway, I think the auto-resolve said that I was going to win this. It just goes to show how much worse I am than a computer. Guess we should have been using that Sword of Death at a more opportune time, but hey, let's just pop it all right here and get this A-bomb down. Like, how many more units do they even have on this field? Well, they won't have too many more. Durthu should be able to clean up. Alright, the Doomflayers, they're not gone. And because of the game being the way it is, it'll let these stupid chariots kill about 400 of my guys. That's what a hard counter is. And Doomflayers, hard counter, things that are alive. She cast regrowth on herself, and now we're going to charge into the catapults. A very brave elf. The Hell Pit came back. Just need both the cannons shooting it. It's like, I don't even know what they have on this battlefield that's put together, but I guess that's the same that's true of my army. Yeah, so our wizard that rallied over here is definitely going to be able to deal with both of these. They're not even going to hit him, hit her until some more goes down over here. I guess they're just shooting even though we're fighting them. That's pretty funny. They don't care. We still haven't even beaten... We haven't broken, like, one of the models of the artillery. We put our tree men against their anti-large fighter. What's the worst that'll happen? I'll lose the game about it? Oh, right. I used the ability right when I was supposed to be hitting them, and then I turned around. That's how it works. Stop turning around, Durthu. Hit the foe. Like, our... Okay, so here we actually lose... Oh, we must have broken one of them off of their, I think maybe both of them, actually. Yeah, we got both of them off of their catapults, and then once they were able to fight me, they beat me up pretty bad. Alright, so... What a heroic defense. Oh my goodness, it's already... Oh god, I really need this battle to be over, like, right now. I'm about to be late for work. This Master Assassin is really being the most Skaven thing ever right now. Alright, now their leader wants to fight. He's calling in the artillery on his own position. Victory is in our grasp. We win! Man, alright, so that was a 27-minute fight to lose basically all of our forces. This was 3 Skaven armies, and we defended the Oak of Ages, so... This should get Durthu a bunch of stuff. Most of their heroes, unfortunately, were already level 20, so we're not going to be able to eliminate them, but that should be able to kill them? Nope. Alright, so that's a lot of damage. Yeah, basically everything we had got more than 100 kills. And our whole army is toast. But we lose only some of it. We get a bunch of money. The thing for magical attacks, that's pretty good. He probably has it all the time. We'll work on it later. Alright, so. So there's that turn. It certainly happened. We get the Great Eagle mount. She's level 17 now, so that's good. Durthu's army weakened considerably. We'll probably just get Forest Spirits to fill it up real quick, because we're going to want to, you know, press the fight. Oh, never mind. Ikit Claw's here. Well, it looks like we're going to lose next time. No, we'll move Tralan's army there. Anyway, we'll work on it later. I've got to go to work. But first, we save the game. Because, hey, if we're going to lose the campaign, we might as well lose it the honest way. Next up, we will burn Skaven Blight to the ground. And then try to see how we can defend this. I think what we'll do is just... Yeah, because that garrison's already super beat up. We might just... run Trallin forward and then try to have this field battle. But all right, so they don't take attrition in underway. That's terrible. But at least all these other ones are in rough shape. They're not really going to be able to reinforce too much. So it'll just be Ikit Claw and his army of Skaven stuff that I'm too dumb to deal with. So that'll be what we do next time. But as for now, I'm off. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Hope you've enjoyed. And when we return, it'll be more of Drycha, who is going to lose this war. But we might learn something along the way. Maybe not. It's hard to say. If I had Drycha in all these fights, they would go way differently, because her army is better at dealing with Skaven. But, you know, you get what you get.